Well, I'm back again. I went and I got my bike running and I rode it. And it's got a shift kit. Mind you, this is a bicycle with an engine and it has a shift kit. And that bad boy is fast as I don't know what. But man, I got out there on a straightaway, on flat ground, on a 3-lane road, man, and I was doing it. Like I was passing traffic. I was doing it. That thing, I got to do a video on just riding that one because that thing is something else. Got the old school light working on it and everything. It's a 66 Hercules bike, and it's an old school 3-speed bike. So it's like you shift that thing 3 times and it's bam, 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 and you there. That thing is bad ass. If you decide to get a shift kit on your bike with a motor, that is the way to go with an old school 3-speed. That being said, managed to get me another car a little while ago. Got me a 97 Grand Marquis. Free. Yeah, free. So I'm back. I'm happy again. And now I'll be able to work and make a ton of money like I used to. Man, I swear, past 3 weeks have been rough. And I ain't lying to you. I lost my truck on the highway. It just disappeared. Don't know what happened to it. Literally, the timing chain broke. I went and got the part for the timing to fix the timing chain. And when I came back, it was gone. The state troopers don't know where it's at. It just disappeared. So if anybody knows where S10 is, it's black. Yeah, if anybody's seen a missing S10 anywhere, 95, anything like that, just let me know. But yeah, it just disappeared. My wheel fell off my car 2 times, and then the third time, the wheel didn't just fall off, but the strut, the ball joint, and the tie rod end all broke at the same damn time. Yeah, all within 3 days. Yeah, and that's how my whole week has been. I just got done dealing with a chick that was fucking with her ex. It's crazy. Um, it's amazing what you'll put up with when you love somebody. But then, like everything else happened or whatever. Now, it's not like I'm completely ass out because I do have a house, but the floor at my house has fell in. So I'm thinking that I might get rid of it or something because I'm honestly never going to get around to fixing it as much as I would like to. So with that being said, I don't know what I'm doing with that thing. But yeah. So I got me another car. Somebody gave me a Grand Marquis. So tomorrow I will be putting a fuel pump in this Grand Marquis because it doesn't run, and it hasn't run in I don't know when. I don't remember the last time it ran. It's just been sitting there ever since. It has to be at least. It's been a while, and so I'm pretty sure it needs a fuel pump. Might be the relay though. At any rate, it's going to be running tomorrow night. If not tomorrow night, it'll definitely be running by Monday because I'm driving it on Monday. In the meantime, I'm going to ride my bike. It's ridiculous. As ridiculous as that might seem, it's going to be fun. A lot of fun. I really like riding my bike. I haven't ridden it since 2013. It's been sitting since 2013, and I was having a hell of a time trying to get it running. I'm still not sure why it wouldn't run. It's just today I just happened to try it, and it started up. And it's been running ever since. Actually, I'm about to ride to the Chinese curry out in a minute. So, yeah, it's running. Lights working on it. Everything's on the up and up. Now, what else? I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Yeah, this reminds me of the time that I was in the hospital. So I had this box truck and it blew up. It blew completely up while I was under the hood. Yeah. So I burned myself up pretty well. And I had to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital thinking that I was probably going to die. But I was still pissed about my box truck being burned up. Actually, I was more mad about the box truck being burned up than I was about being burned up. And when I got in there, I'm going to fuck off because my box truck is burned up. And so they're trying to calm me down. And I'm like, fuck no, I'm not going to calm down. Very rarely do I get mad, but when I do get mad, it's a force to be reckoned with. And so the doctor came out and he told the nurses, you know, don't calm them down because the adrenaline is probably the only thing keeping them alive. And because there was nothing left other than my dick and my balls. And I'm glad that those were left. Singed a little bit, but they're still working. Thank God for that. So anyway, so anyway, yeah. So I was in the hospital for 2 months. In 2 months' time, staying in a little room, you tend to think differently than most people. I think I probably went crazy for a brief period of time. I can remember the day that I lost my mind. I remember what it felt like to lose my mind. Yeah, I went nuts. So I was determined that I was going to get out of that room. Now I couldn't walk or stand or nothing like that. I mean, literally all I could do was sit there and be mad. That's all I could do. Um, so I don't know what got into me, but I knew that there was this old woman across the hall from me. And I knew that they would take her out in a wheelchair around 12 o'clock every day, right after they take me to go bathe me. So I got it in my mind. Now, I don't know at what point or what I must have been thinking at the time, but I got it in my head that I'm going to steal this wheelchair and I'm going for a joyride. And I was determined, you know. So, mind you, I can't walk. My arm strength is vicious. Legs couldn't do nothing. So, I asked the nurse kindly, I said, can you please bring me a walker? She said, well, what do you need a walker for? I said, well, I want to see if I can, just like do some stand-up, push-up type sort of thing, try to keep my arms in shape. She goes, yeah, I'll bring it in. Bad mistake. So I practiced how to move myself around with the walker, without falling over, without anything, holding me up or nothing. And I got good at it. Oh, yeah. Couldn't walk, couldn't stand, but I could stand long enough, just long enough to pick that walker up and jerk it forward, just a little bit. And that's what I did too, all the way across the hall, all the way into that room. And when I got into that room, it was about 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, 4 o'clock in the morning, about 4 o'clock in the morning. Scoped out the wheelchair, got on that bad boy, and I was gone. I got on there, man, and I hauled ass, man. I mean, I went down the hallway so fast, I passed the nurse's station. They was like, what the fuck was that? And then I got all the way down to the end of the hallway, and them doors was opening up right as I was going out. And, like, I just said, man, this must be meant to be, So, like, I went down to that corner. By the time I got to the corner, them doors was closing, and the nurses was running after me, man. I jerked on that right wheel, spun it around, got it in the direction I wanted to go, and I was off down the hallway, man. Then I jerked on the left wheel when I got all the way down the end of the hall, The elevator door just happened to be open. Bad mistake. I got in that elevator, pushed the button, and off I went. And the nurses, I heard them like coming around the corner right as that door closed, boy. And I got on down the bottom floor and I rolled myself on off into the cafeteria. I go with $2. Went in the cafeteria, bought me a soda and a thing of Skittles. Two things I was not supposed to have, but haven't had in so long. And it was so refreshing just to have that. I never looked at life the same again after being in the hospital for so long. Like being outside and smelling the air and not being cooped up in a room, you know what I mean? Like it's amazing. Like I don't complain on the days that it rains. Even on the worst days, they ain't really too bad. I mean, I have some pretty rough ones, but even on like the cloudy days and the days where I'm outside and like starts raining on me and I have dirt all over my face because my eyes were itching while I was putting the transmission in the car, and things are biting me and crawling all up my ass and shit. Yeah, even on those days, I try to look at the bright side, and the bright side is that I'm exposed to it, and I can do that because a lot of people can't. With that being said, the next move after I drank my soda, the next move was outdoors. Just happened to be a nice night out. It was late August, early September, and it was a nice, beautiful night. And it had been so long since I seen the stars and the moon and just all of that, I don't know, it might have been mid-September. Think about that. But like, it's been so long. And man, I rolled that damn wheelchair down the hall and I heard them coming. I knew they was looking for me. I could hear it all over the intercom, and I was out, man. I got out them damn doors into I guess it was like a courtyard or something, man. And I just sat there in my stolen wheelchair and I fell asleep.